Hello and welcome to this informative video where we will dive into the world of goods and services tax, commonly known as GST. In this video, we will explore the concept and the reasons behind its introduction in India. GST is a transformative tax system that has had a significant impact on India's economic and financial landscape. Let us dive into its details. If you're wondering what is a GST, then let's understand that first. At its core, GST is an indirect tax levied on the supply of goods and services. Unlike the previous complex tax structure, where the various taxes like excise duty, service tax, octroi, and value-added tax, popularly known as VAT, were separately charged, making the entire process completely complicated. However, GST has unified them into a single comprehensive tax. GST was introduced with the object of one nation, one tax. It is a destination-based tax. In simpler words, it means it is a tax levied on the supply of goods and services except on the exempted categories. And it is also noteworthy that it is levied in the state in which the goods and services are consumed and not in the state where they are manufactured. So what are the key motivations for introducing GST in India? Let us explore the reasons behind this monumental tax reform. First one is the simplification of the tax structure. The pre-GST tax structure was convoluted and complex, with a number of taxes levied at different stages. This completely created confusion for businesses and consumers, making it challenging to understand and navigate the tax system. Secondly, eliminating the cascading effect. One of the most significant drawbacks of the earliest tax regime was the cascading effect. Cascading effect means taxes over taxes. This occurs when taxes were levied on top of other taxes, leading to an increase in the prices of goods and services. The increase in prices makes the Indian products less competitive and unattractive in the market, and the ultimate burden of the increased tax is borne by the customers who are already hit by the inflation. GST eliminates this by allowing the businesses to claim input tax credit, which was not allowed under the earlier indirect tax regime, thus enabling them to offset the taxes already paid. Another reason to bring GST was the aim to create a unified national market. Before GST, each state in India had its own set of tax rules, leading to fragmented markets. GST broke down these barriers and transformed India into a unified national market. This facilitated the seamless and easier movement of goods and services across the state borders, reducing logistic challenges for businesses. The next reason for introducing GST was to enhance compliance. GST promotes transparency and encourages the businesses to become part of the formal economy by paying taxes. The simplified and standardized tax procedures make it easier for businesses to comply with the tax regulations, thus reducing the scope for tax evasions and tax fraud, and thereby ultimately contributing to the Indian economy. In pursuance of the same, another benefit of introducing GST has been the effective revenue collection. GST has streamlined the tax collection process, making it more effective and reliable for the government and convenient for the taxpayers and businesses by streamlining the entire process. This increased revenue can be directed towards critical public services and infrastructural development of the country. Next is stimulating economic growth. With the elimination of cascading effect, businesses can now operate more efficiently. This leads to increased investment, which leads to increased business revenues, which ultimately leads to job creation and overall economic growth. GST has also made it easier for small and medium-sized businesses to thrive by providing them with a level playing field. Now, next reason is boosting the digital transition. GST is a technology-driven tax system. It requires businesses to file their returns online, encouraging the adoption of digital practices. This shift towards the digitization is essential for India's overall economic development and modernization, especially in the light of the campaign Digital India. Last but not the least, another reason for introducing GST is to enhance global competitiveness. Introduction of GST has improved the competitiveness of Indian goods and services on the global stage by allowing Indian businesses to enter the global markets, and by simplifying the tax structure and reducing the overall tax burden, businesses in India can now compete even more effectively in the international market. Thus, it's safe to conclude that this comprehensive tax reform has revolutionized the way Indian businesses operate, benefiting both the Indian economy and its citizens. That's it for this video. In the next few videos, we will touch upon the key interesting issues concerning GST. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you.